Everybody had their lunch. Everybody looks sleepy. Can I get a good round of applause for everyone who is present here? Yeah, so many new faces, smiling faces, excited faces. I'm super excited to be in the southern part of this country to present my learnings and share with you all. So the title of my talk is Ready Set Automate, building a WordPress content engine that runs like Clockwork. A bit lengthy, but you'll understand in a quick minute what it all covers. So, first of all, namaskaram, and just a little bit about me. Although the wonderful introduction given by the MC, I'll just give you a quick update on who I am and why am I the person who should be listening to when it comes to content automation. I'm a digital marketer by profession, and I've been working in the WordPress digital marketing space for more than 10 years now. And I have worked with dozens of big brands, enterprise scale, small businesses, mom and pop companies, and helped them scale up their operations and set up SOPs and systems in place. I'm from the heart of India, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, and I'm an active contributor to the WordPress community and also the organizer for WordCamp Bhopal. And I love discussing about marketing and recent trends. But before we talk about that, I am here to talk about something that we all wish we had more of: time, right? But that's not going to happen. We are never going to get 28 hours in a day. So let's understand how you can squeeze in those hours in those 24 hours and get the most out of it. So, what are you going to learn in this session? First of all, I'm going to introduce to you about what are content engines. And again, these are not mechanical engines, more like metaphorical engines, who will cover how you can set up automated systems for your business and run content, marketing tasks, whatever you name it, effortlessly. Also going to talk about workflows and why you should have them. Right now, I see there are many people who are from business backgrounds, marketers, developers who are trying to create their own brand identity with content marketing and all. It's help you. And once you understand the why part, I'll introduce how you can set up those automations and build up your content marketing game. And lastly, I'll share some popularly known and lesser known content marketing tools or AI tools that can help you scale up your game. All right, so first things first, understanding what are content engines. I know there's a lot of text here. I just got to ChatGPT, entered what do you mean by content engines, and got the first definitions. But according to me, content engine is like a wheel, right? It's not like a wheel, you have to push it every day to make it work. Content engine works like an actual engine. You don't go to the engine and pull the crankshaft or the gears, right? You just steer it, and it does the heavy lifting for you. And that's what a content engine should be like. With minimal effort and more of guidance and control, you get to do the same actions which you would have done with more supervision, right? And automation is something that goes hand in hand by when you say content engines is something finding everyday tasks or not redundant tasks and seeing how this can be done on automation with minimal supervision, and everything can be automated and work on their own. Now that we have the definitions out of the way, I want to ask, why should we automate? How many of you feel like there are tasks in their day-to-day lives which you feel could be automated, but you are just not able to find the right time? Show of hands, if any, if you feel, yeah, I feel you. And you should definitely automate them. And that is the way things are evolving in 2024. So once you start automating, you will save a lot of time on repetitive tasks. Who amongst us has felt like they have to publish or schedule a blog post and proofread it teeth to teeth and go between the lines, adjust the images, check everything, and see if it is working for them or not? Yeah, I have been there as well. It can boost your productivity. Just imagine, once you get all those ugly repetitive tasks out of the way, you get the time to do the critical thinking part. You get to do the thinking or the planning part, which can help you scale up your game and maybe think out of the box because you're not stuck with the repetitive part of the game. And again, once you have systems in place, consistency and reliability are two sisters that come along in no time. You will be able to be more consistent because your system will remind you that you need to do such tasks. You need to oversee things, and rather than getting in there and doing them on your own. And lastly, scalability and growth. The tips I'm going to share here are going to help you create systems that you can scale up to enterprise level and they still won't break. So pay attention if you are someone who is looking for automation and scalability, this is the talk for you. Bottom line, if you feel like you have a lot of tasks that you can get away from or delegate to or think like, no, I don't want to feel like doing this because it's boring. I have been doing this for so many days. I bet it can be automated. Now, how is the question, like I've talked about what we are going to discuss, uh, why you need to do it, what is the importance of it. We never got to talk about how you got to do it, and this is the part where I'll explain how you can automate or set up systems for every stage of the content process. So the first step is obviously content creation and planning. I feel I've been there. I have been there and I've felt, oh, what's my next blog post is going to be about? What should I tweet? I haven't tweeted for a while. I haven't updated my LinkedIn with a new post. Well, that's what I rely on when it comes to AI tools. I usually use AI tools. I feed it with lots of good prompts and ask it to give me good ideas. That is an automated system that you can set up. You can set it up with many other tools like Trello or Asana. It can set up an automated triggers every day or every week, whatever you like to set it up. It will set up direct signals for you to do such actions. For example, if you want a blog post written and you are having a hard time outlining it, it can be done in minutes using ChatGPT or Jasper. It will do the job for you, and then you can work on top of it to build an actual blog post. Again, remember, I'm not asking you to use ChatGPT or any other tool to write a blog post, but again, you can use them for the brainstorming or the outlining part. Scheduling and publishing, you have been familiar with many of the named brand tools like Hootsuite, there's Buffer, they have great AI integrations with them. You can use them to, once you have done the content creation and planning part, you can actually schedule all your posts and forget about thinking, oh, have I posted there? Is the blog post live? Is the tweet gone? Is the post on LinkedIn or not? It will be automated that way. Next, content promotion and repurposing. Promotion is something that you do after the content is live. So if you have a blog post that you have published, now the next part is give it spin it up on social media or share it with communities. That is something that also AI tools can help you with, or there are tools that can schedule all these things for you and plan it out for you. You can use Zapier. They have amazing Zap integrations that can help you with connect two apps. And once they are connected, all the automated things can be done without your interaction. You can use ChatGPT to create prompts or captions, and all the data that you want will be out as when and what you want to publish. Repurposing is something not easy because you are trying to squeeze in that last bit of extra effort that you have put into the original piece. Now you want to do more of, or you want to get more out of it. Yeah, that's where automation can really help you. Let's say you have a blog post on my experience on WordCamp, Kerala, 2024. Now, if you want to create a video out of it and you're thinking, okay, where do I start? What's the first thing that I should say on my video? How should I look? All this can be done with AI, and there are scripting tools that can help you write a script for what you need to say on those video and how you should share your experience based on the blog post that you have already written. So you can do a lot more when it comes to automation as in terms of repurposing content. Now, I know automation and content strategy is amazing, and we all should be doing it. But there are a few pitfalls that you should avoid, which I have encountered a lot in my journey. I, when I started, I used to spend 8 to 10 hours every day working with content, and that was like 2 3 clients, and now I manage the same amount of efforts for that same client with the same results, and I'm able to do it within 30 minutes. So you can imagine, if one client was taking 5 hours of my time, I'm able to do it with productivity and efficiency in more less than 45 to 30 minutes. So that's the expectation that I have from you all, that you can get it out of the same way once you automate or systemize everything. The first pitfall that I would suggest being very careful about is over automation. You don't want to lose your essence from your content. If you are tweeting, you would still want people to feel and know that you are the one who's behind all those words. So you need to pay very close attention to how the output is being generated. That is something that can be very thin, and you might not notice at first. You think, oh, that's a great content piece that Jasper has turned out or ChatGPT has produced. I will tweet it directly. Try to more optimize it and see. The easiest way I found myself was doing was, I gave ChatGPT 10 of my old blog posts, asked it to analyze it for tone, voice, accuracy, my way of writing, my style, my flow. And once it understood, asked it to again create the blog post depending on how I would have written it, go by my flow, my writing style, my speaking style, and then the result was amazingly fabulous. I was constantly reading that blog post that was generated and saying, oh, yeah, I would have said that. I would have done that. Yeah, I would have structured it that way. And literally, you can, with great prompts, you can literally avoid generic content and make it your own. Next is neglecting the human element. Goes hand in hand with the previous point. You don't want to step off away from you. For example, a car engine works by itself, but it still needs a driver to drive it, right? Why? Because you don't want to sound robotic. You don't want to give all the control on a robot's hand, and be in the back seat. And the last and the most important pitfall that I recently discovered was, you need to, again reviewing the content is one thing, but reviewing the content that is produced, how it is produced, or the system that you have in place is more important. Your automated content workflows will slightly improve or degrade over time, but if you have a good systems to check all those systems as well, you will not be anywhere close to producing generic content. All the content that is being produced is going to be very valuable for your readers. Yeah, so imagine a world where you are a content marketer or an agency or a business trying to regularly produce content. Think you are able to do your brainstorming in minutes, set up your drafts or outlines again in minutes using ChatGPT, produce all those content, schedule. Sounds amazing, right? Well, it starts from a small step, and I want you all to think of this talk as not as something I would go away with just a thank you. I'm here for it. I'm here for you all a challenge. I want you all to go home, enjoy your Sundays, have fun, go out and spend time with your families. But on Monday, I want you all take the next week, identify only one single task in your daily routine. Just one single task. It could be, I am wasting my time on brainstorming. I'm wasting my time on sharing those posts on different platforms on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot. I want to identify only one single task, find a way how you can build on top of it and automate it. If you ever feel stuck, like I'm not able to identify it, but I have tasks that I want to automate, feel free to reach out to me. This is my all my socials and everything. Please avoid the pagination error. You can just reach out to me, and if you are able to automate one task, I would love to if you can get back to me and say, yeah, Yash, I automated this task and now I'm saving X number of hours every week. That would be the best result of this talk for me. So yeah, that's all from my end. Thank you all for being great listeners. And if you have any questions about this, please feel free to meet me outside near the networking area, and I will be able to help you